Well, thanks very much, Caitlin, for having a chat today. We were going to have a bit of a chat about your experiences at MetPlant 2023, at which you delivered one of the certainly the top three papers of the conference, and were awarded accordingly. So do you want to start off, Caitlin, just with a little bit of background? About your profession, where you've been working, and what the paper was that you presented at MetPlant 2023?
Yeah, sure. So, I been in the metallurgy field for the bulk of my sort of career so far. So chemical engineer by trade, and then I worked at Cadia for the bulk of my career, starting as a graduate, all the way through to the specialist plant met, managing the metallurgy team at the end. Was involved in a lot of projects and work and that sort of thing. And what I presented on, and was co-authored paper with Campbell Haynes, was around the SAG bypass operation that we underwent at Cadia. So basically, we were undergoing a change out of our 20 megawatt gearless motor drive, and the paper was really about bypassing the SAG mill, continuing to operate, and the sort of full uplift optimization, sort of debottlenecking of maximizing throughput during that time. Since then, I am now living and working in Canada with Hudbay Minerals. So so I would say the conference definitely gave me incredible visibility, and it absolutely it is a conference that attracts like audiences internationally. So absolutely, that conference was, like I said, a bit of a catalyst to opening some doors overseas, and just starting those conversations, because the eventual move to Hudbay wasn't directly from a contact at MetPlant, but it basically enabled a number of sort of conversations, and really understanding the opportunities out there, much more than, to be honest, much more than I was expecting from going to a conference. But I think that's what's so really important, and the wonderful part about having the opportunity to write a paper that your company supports you in, and then you are able to present, because it absolutely is such an excellent opportunity for networking, but it really does give you that opportunity to speak in front of people, and you oftentimes you're speaking in detail about the work you've done and way you approached a problem and that sort of thing. It's a wonderful wonderful thing to do. It's an excellent opportunity.
And how many years out now in industry are you, Caitlin?
I graduated my engineering degree I started working in 2017. So right. I guess we are
8-9 years.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice that you would give to say some people who are in their third or fourth year as an undergraduate, and thinking about how to kind of shape your career going forward? Is there any advice that you would give that you did that worked well, or is there things that you wish you'd done sooner? Or
I would say just trying to focus on take in as many of the opportunities that come, particularly when you arrive in the workforce. I think absolutely aiming to get a site role is invaluable. There's so much that you gain from that, just in terms of, I mean, just reflecting on my career. Yes, it was I did stay at a single site for the bulk of it. There was certainly plenty to see and do at KDR, but just really, taking on, sitting with everything that's given to you, or the available opportunities, living through it. A lot of it at the time doesn't seem super. You think, is this relevant? This manual, is this difficult sort of thing? But it absolutely builds, this incredible, well-rounded skill set, rather than, I guess, being too focused at the beginning on what your end goal is, and then you sort of end up cutting out some opportunities. And I find with the site-based role, I mean, I've seen, or I've had younger metallurgists who work on, who've worked for me and have gotten into the field, or gotten into a site role because they are told it's the thing to do, and it's almost a checkbox to go in for about 2 years. But funnily, pretty much all those people come in, and from everyone I see, it is a very fulfilling role. So people go in with the notion that you have to do your time on site, and then you actually arrive and you realize, like, oh wow, the degree of development and all the things I'm seeing and touching is like really invaluable, and they usually just end up hanging around. So I guess my general advice would be to be very open to all those opportunities, even if they don't seem to align with whatever. If it should be a uber technical role that you want to sit in a later in life in a consultancy or something like that, it's not worth bypassing all those other opportunities at the beginning.
So thanks for having a chat today, and I do hope that you can make it back to Adelaide, even if it's just briefly, for MetPlant 2026 in March. So we've got another great conference coming up, along with a number of workshops and also some site visit. It would be great to see you or other colleagues from Hud Bay. There'll be plenty of Canadians amongst the group. So thank you so much for having a chat today.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks, Janine.
Excellent.